Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good Thursday. It's December 8th. GameStop earnings. We streamed it yesterday. If you didn't catch it, it's under my live streams playlist. We're gonna look at the market rally today. Some technical analysis on that. The futures, GameStop options. I put 6K on options for next week today. Yikes. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. Follow us on Twitter at Happy Money YT and join our Discord server. Link for those are in the description. Yeah, I've been a little sporadic on my videos lately. I just haven't had time, but had a big dump into earnings, which is good. That's what we want to see if we're looking for a post-earnings rally, and today it's pretty much confirmed. At least a rally back up to the median, but I think it'll most likely be another rally to test 35 and potentially beyond. Yeah, where we've seen this before, I don't know if I said in the last video, where we've seen this before is other times into earnings. Big sell-off, increasing volume, even on the red days is good. Bounces out of that demand zone after earnings and should see something like this. I would say conservatively, this would be pretty conservative, I would say, on my estimations, and less conservative would be a move more like this, and the most aggressive would be the squeeze, and our Icon and RC buying in right now. So today we've got an engulfing candle here on GME on the daily. Very good. Flipped that support once more today. Tested it right on the dot yesterday. Basically it's 2190, hit 2197, and then hit it again. Wow, that Yaz is bumping. Hit it again today, basically at open, and just ripped out of it. So I pointed out yesterday this engulfing hourly candle we had, signaling a reversal, and then now we've got another hourly engulfing. Nice bull flag here today, totally set up. And then at the daily, of course, that engulfing candle. So everything's looking good. Volume is solid. Just kind of a grind up today, though. Not a whole lot of velocity. And so I don't think we'll see the kind of the wild moves until really above 30, kind of like what that guy S3 Partners guy said. That is kind of when GME starts to get out of control, I think, for their swaps and their positions and everything. So we'll see, though. I mean, tomorrow could be a good big day, or we could see kind of a slower move like back here, where we just kind of have little days, a couple little days. But yeah, I've got exposure for next Friday, and then I have January, first Friday in January, and then of course all my shares. QQQ, I've got /NQ, which is the futures on NASDAQ. So I've been watching this one. Bounced off that support yesterday and made that double doji, which could be a sign of reversal. Doesn't have to be, but it's basically just showing indecision. So this trend down got this indecision candle, which now is like it is signaling a reversal because of today's price action. Actually, the same thing that happened up here. So big rip up, indecision, so it reversed. So it doesn't always reverse on those candles, but it can be a sign of that. And yeah, we're seeing that. MACD is still bearish, but the fact that we're holding up on this support, and then today's price action is, and it's hard to see with the stupid fibs. We've got a bull flag here on QQQ also, really solid one, and now it's breaking out into the highs. So yeah, GameStop's earnings were sick. You guys need to watch the live stream if you haven't already. DRS numbers people are concerned with because it's not what they're expecting. I'm not sure why, but that wasn't really concerning for me. Matt Furlong basically said they have their cash available, their cash flow positive, and they're looking into or considering buying up companies, is how I understood it on the earnings call, or basically being in a position where they can. So that's super bullish. They have $1 billion in cash, they have $1 billion in inventory, and now they're cash flow positive. They're set up extremely strong for a recession, and just going forward, once you're cash flow positive, it's just such a ease on management and on just the whole leadership team. Once you start getting in more cash than you're putting out, it's just like, to me, it's like such a weight is lifted, and now you can actually, you're at this place where you're gonna, if you just keep doing what you're doing, you're going to grow. So and then of course I've got their whole NFT marketplace and wallet that's operating now. So yeah, this was basically the most bullish earnings that I think I've been around for on GME ever since back here. Cash flow positive is huge. EPS is still negative, but it is increasing. It's getting better, and so that's bullish. It's going the right direction. But honestly, cash flow positive as a company, I think is more important. So EPS, yeah, it should be positive if they keep this trend, and if the market doesn't go completely crazy, nobody has any money to buy anything. I would say next year, and maybe by Q2, but we'll see. Revenue is still over $1 billion in the quarter, which is great for Q3. That's usually pretty bad for GameStop. Yeah, lot of good stuff. The cash flow positive, free cash flow is huge though, and then the fact that he talked about in the earnings call about potentially merger acquisitions, what it sounded like to me. So I don't know what that could be. Maybe it's Newegg. This one has a nice low market cap right now. This thing's completely sold off, 632 million. Maybe it's Baby, maybe it's BBBY. What were the other ones I was thinking of? I don't know. Oh, what? Oh, Funko. I thought they could be. I mean, I think buying Funko would be kind of a good idea for them. This one's got like 500 million, I think, market cap, 486. The collectibles that they sell. So we'll see with that. I might get some exposure on Newegg and maybe Funko, just in case that does come out. That could be a pretty bullish news that comes out on one of those if it does. Yeah, QQQ kind of hanging out here with that bull flag. GME, same deal. We have PAL and CPLI next week. Oftentimes we've actually sold off into those, so not sure if we will do that again or not. I think I can't remember if it's on a Wednesday. I can't remember which day it is, Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. But yeah, GME's run, I don't know how long it'll last or how high it'll go, but I'm bullish at this point. And let me show you guys what we're doing on here. So yeah, basically I had those January calls I got earlier, January 6th, 25 strike. I got those 2 days before earnings, I think, one of those big red days. So those are up nice. Picked up these 25 strike calls for next Friday on GME this morning. I was trying to wait, but the IV really wasn't coming down, and it just looked like it was going to go. The volume was good, so got $6,000 worth of these this morning, which was like 50 something contracts. Bigger position size than I usually get on options, long options, especially only with a week, like just over a week of time. So I guess I planned on kind of scalping them a bit. I actually didn't end up scalping them. I just held them, and now I'm starting to trim some of them, trying to keep a lot of exposure for the next 5-6 days. But yeah, the IV on these it was high, and it just like wasn't increasing. It was really crazy today. GME was up like 8% most of the day, and then these options would fluctuate anywhere from like 30% up to negative. I was negative 8% on these at one point today, just from little red candles like this right here. It was negative. It was wild. So IV crush and the pricing and the spread, I don't know. It's kind of I don't miss how options move now that I've been trading futures more. They're freaking scam. I like to sell them, but that's it. Here's an option chart so you can see kind of the scam that it is. There's GME's chart today. Here's this options chart today. So each high is a lower high when each of GME's highs are higher. And then it finally made new highs on this. Now it's up here. But I think it's just because we didn't have much velocity. This move's been very slow and gradual and tame, so it didn't pump the IV. But I don't know. I mean, market makers are making money on this, on GameStop options so heavily it pisses me off. But I'm making money on it too. So I trimmed out some. I got $1,000 back, so I put six something in it, $6,000 in it, and then I sold enough to get $1,000 back. So basically, I'll try and exit it in 6 different orders. So 1 today, maybe 1 tomorrow, and however many contracts I need to do I need to sell to get $1,000 worth, I will. So hopefully tomorrow it's just one contract I can sell and it's worth 1,000. You know, if we're really high, then yeah. But if it's 10, whatever else, I'll sell that. So probably try and just slowly scale out, since I mean expiration is really close on these. Still have all our shares and everything on our long term. So these swing shares I'm doing in here. Negative on them because the wash sale has it at a $28 price, but it's not really. And then these shares, of course, BBBY is also making some moves today. Had a huge move. Yeah, this thing. So BBY could start to get things out of control for GME too, I would think. AMC is totally dead today. Not sure. It's not playing along. Some are saying Ape. No, yeah. Ape's a little better, but BBBY got kind of wild there for a bit. Yeah, so then I have shares on here for GME, and that's what I did for GME. Futures, I have a big NQ, and I'm trying to hold it. So I've got kind of wrecked the last couple days on futures. Just big positions, bigger than I'm comfortable with, and it goes against me, and then I panic sell for a loss and don't just hold. I wanted to trade natural gas futures today, but again, my margin was tied up. But this morning, I didn't want to trade too soon because usually the first hour it's kind of undecided, but we were on that support from all yesterday right here this morning and had that engulfing candle on these 5-minute candles. So I pulled the trigger, went long on NQ here, came up, and it was an easy trade to hold, which was really nice. Broke through that resistance, and I've literally just held this the same contract the whole time because now I'm bullish on the short term, and I'm just going to keep holding this thing. Hourly, we're bullish on the market, bullish MACD, bull flag, off the support. Daily still, it's not like bullish necessarily. We do have that reversal candle of sorts, but I basically want to just hold this contract until it's hit a top on longer time frames, hourly, maybe daily. If we flip bullish on the daily, yeah, I'll just keep riding this thing, and if we make new highs, I'll just keep going. So it could end up being a big play. We'll see. At this point, it's worth like 2,500, and if it comes up to like here, it'll be like 6,500. And you know, if we keep going, it'll just keep going. Yeah, because you can see it moving in here, right here. So it's basically a $250,000 worth, or 230,000. So a 1.13% move on the contract is 2,500. So yeah, this is how much QQQ has moved today, or NASDAQ 1.22%. I've captured up 1.13% of that. So if we get a 5% move in the next week or whatever, I'm going to try and trade this one less, basically, as the bullishness continues in longer and longer time frames. Kind of like I was saying before, how it's like a punch card. Yeah, so I ended up just kind of over trading, and I feel like each time you get in and out, you're pushing your luck because you only have kind of like so many punches a day. So trying to time each little one can be difficult. So I could have made more technically today if I timed this right, and then timed an entry right, and then timed an exit right. But yeah, I want to hold one for a long time, and this is a good amount of margin, or a good amount of leverage to use. So I'm stoked for that. Stoked for GME. Hopefully it rips tomorrow and continues. We'll see you guys on Discord. Thanks for watching. Peace out.